I want to come in here and talk about that youngdro versus KDubb situation on the Breakfast Club. And I got a message for my nigga youngdro. You need to get away from them niggas. For those that's unfamiliar, youngdro was recently on the Breakfast Club with T.I., KDubb, and a few other people, and they asked him about his drug addiction problem and shit, he had in the past, and he was talking about being clean, and he got to talking about how, his daughter was on drugs and shit. Now the whole time he talking about his situation, you got T.I., KDubb, and everybody in the room, they laughing at Dro. And I really felt Dro in this situation. He played it a little different than I would have played it, because I've been in a situation like this before. Not exactly, but kind of like that. I felt where he was coming from. I'm going to tell my little story in a second. But Dro, you got to get away from them niggas there. He got to talking about how his daughter was on drugs. And KDubb still in the background cracking jokes and laughing and all that shit. He got everybody in the room laughing. And Dro turned around and told the nigga like, hey man, we cool, but I'll slap the shit out you. Now I wouldn't have played it like that. I would have took it for what it was, and I would have just treated that nigga accordingly moving forward. Because here's the thing, if you familiar with Dro, Dro, he could be a character. He got that funny bone in him. He just a naturally funny dude. You know what I'm saying? And I'm kind of like that. People get around me and I be talking about the realest shit ever, and it might come off in a comedic type way, and everybody laughing and shit. I'm like, damn, what y'all laughing at? I'm being real serious. No man, you just funny, woo doo woo doo woo. That's kind of how I got into the podcasting game and shit, and getting behind this microphone, because a lot of the times I'm just being for real. Y'all just think I'm funny, right? So that's the same thing with Dro. He's sitting there being dead serious and niggas laughing, so he turn around and tell KDubb, man, I'll slap the shit out you and all that. You got T.I. being the moderator trying to, calm shit down and all that. He need to leave T.I. alone too. I'm gonna get into that in a second, but before I get into that, I want to tell you about this one time when, I was doing this podcast with some guys, and, we got done with the podcast, and I was talking about how I was dealing with addiction for like 4-5 years, right? And a lot of people didn't know, because I ain't no rehab type nigga. Rehab for quitters, if you ask me. Yeah, I be on my Troy Terrain shit. That rehab shit is for quitters. I just wake up one day and I ain't doing that no more. You know what I'm saying? Rehab is for quitters, and therapy is for losers. If you got I know y'all ain't gonna agree with me on that one, but if you gotta go to therapy and talk to somebody that 9 times out of 10 don't look like you, ain't never been in a situation like you, and all that shit, you already lost in life. Life is about figuring this shit out. Yeah, but anyway, I was telling them about how I was dealing with addiction for like 4-5 years. And, one of the dudes supposed to be my partner, and the other dude, we cool, but we ain't cool like that. You know what I'm saying? But the way both of them reacted showed me who they really was, right? The dude that's supposed to be really my partner, he laughing the whole time. He think it's so funny. I'm being dead serious. Now, once again, I could come off as a funny guy, the way I say shit. But if you really know me, you know when I'm being serious, you know when I ain't, right? So I'm sitting up there telling people about what I was going through or whatever. And nigga just sitting there laughing. Oh man, that's crazy. He thinking it's so funny. And I'm peeping that. I'm like, damn, this nigga laughing and shit. I'm being dead. You know what I'm saying? I take shit for what it is. I ain't finna tell no nigga, man, I'll slap the shit out you and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I ain't finna do that. But I took it for what it is. Yo, hold on, this might not be my partner like that. I ain't never laughed at no shit this nigga told me he was going through. The other guy, we ain't even cool like that. He's sitting there like, damn, that's crazy. But when I was done talking, he was like, hey man, real nigga shit, I'm glad you made it through that. I pay attention to shit like that. So my message to Dro is, you gotta stay away from niggas like that. Even T.I., right? I know some of y'all gonna be like, well, T.I. looked out for him in his career and all that shit. Let me explain something to y'all. Once again, I've dealt with people like this in my life. You got certain people, when you meet them, you down and out. You down on your dick. You ain't got shit. You ain't got nothing going but some talent, right? Some people will see that potential in you and they would do shit for you while you down just so they could be a part of your story. They'll be plotting on your growth the whole time. They might not even fuck with you like that, but they see the potential. They want to be a part of your story. You got people out here that'll do shit for you just so they can say and go tell other people that they did it for you. Now, I'm not saying that's Young Dro and T.I. situation, but what I'm saying is I've been in situations like that. That's why if I was Dro, I would leave T.I. alone too. You were laughing too. You was laughing too. So, yeah, I just wanted to make a quick video about that because when I saw that clip, I was like, nigga, I know exactly how Dro felt in that situation. Yeah, I'm trying to smile and, laugh it off, but nigga, this ain't no funny situation. This shit really, this is something serious to me. Nigga might get emotional about this, you know what I mean? And you sitting up here laughing and shit, nigga, I'll slap the shit out you. I wouldn't have did the whole slap thing, but you gotta take shit into consideration. You gotta know who to fuck with and who not to fuck with. Man, these people don't fuck with you like that, and they show you in so many ways. They show you in so many ways. I've been cutting motherfuckers off all week. It's just because it's nothing personal. I ain't gotta explain nothing. It ain't gotta be no back and forth. None of that shit. Hey man, I'm out. I'm just that type of person. I'm that type of nigga. That's enough. I'm out. That's why I don't do group chats and shit like that. You know what I mean? Nah, I'm out. I'm out of here. But anyway, do y'all have situations like that in y'all life, man? Hit that comment section. Tell me what you got going on. Was Dro right or wrong? Was Dro overreacting? Like, what y'all think? Hit that like button. Hit that share button. Get in the comment section. Let me know what you think.